Dance with me under the diamonds. See me like breath in the cold. Sleep with me here in the silence. Come kiss me silver and gold. You say that I won't lose you, but you can't predict the future. So just hold on like you will never let go. Yeah, if you ever move on without me, I need to make sure you know that you're the only one I'll ever love. Yeah, you, if it's not you, it's not anyone. Looking back on my life, you're the only good I've ever done. Yeah, you, if it's not you, it's not anyone. Not anyone. Forever's not enough time to love you the way that I want. 'Cause every morning I find you, I feel the day that I don't. You say that I won't lose you, but you can't predict the future. 'Cause certain things are out of our control. Yeah, if you ever move on without me, I need to make sure you know that you're the only one I'll ever love. Yeah, you, if it's not you, it's not anyone. Gotta tell ya, looking back on my life, you're the only good I've ever done. Yeah, you, if it's not you, it's not anyone. It's not anyone. It's not anyone. If it's not you, it's not anyone. You're the only one I'll ever love. Oh, I gotta tell you, if it's not you, it's not anyone. Looking back on my life, you're the only good I've ever done. Oh, every time. Yeah, you, if it's not you, it's not anyone.
Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? Oh my gosh, yes. I am in the hand cam outfit because today is not a hand cam day, but it is nearing the very end of summer, so I figured why not? Let's do a little bit more of the tank top outfit. No hoodie today. Hoodieless Umbra be like, well, yes, how's it going? How be everyone today? We will be starting a new Timberborn series after the last one was full well-being, which we didn't quite get to. May or may not have exploded the population. Whoops. Whoops. Small mistakes were made on my part there. But, yeah, this one will be slightly different. Last time we did the Folktales, which is the base faction that you get in Timberborn. And so this time we're changing it up, and we're doing the Iron Teeth, which is a little bit harder, technically speaking. It's, instead of having just, the way that you get more beavers in the Folktales is that you just have open beds. So when you have shelters and they have open spaces, the beavers will just produce more beavers. Meaning that you A, automatically don't have to worry about population control, you do it entirely through your housing, and B, every beaver is automatically housed, assuming you don't cut off housing units, etc, etc. So, it makes it much easier because with the Iron Teeth, you have to manually produce them with water and berries. You have to grow them in little tanks, and that means they're not automatically housed, and it also takes resources to create more beavers. Population in and of itself is very difficult to control, takes time, meaning you have to pre-plan a lot in advance. So that could be difficult as well. They have a couple of other buildings and a couple of other little mechanics in terms of power that are a little bit more resource intensive than your folktales, meaning that again it is harder because in Timberborn, resources are king and resources are the name of the game, not just water. You need other resources to be able to get more water. So yeah, we're not only playing on basically a harder difficulty, I mean we're still playing on normal, but sort of a harder difficulty. We are also going to be trying to do something a little different this time. As you may see from the title and the description, this seems hard. It will be a little bit harder. How's it going, Marcus? Hopefully not too much harder. But yeah, as you see from the title, we'll be doing a sort of parks theme. We're going to try and make the buildings and the landscape as pretty as possible and a manageable amount of beavers. So they have a nice area to live in. While also, of course, as usual, aiming for high well-being scores. Well-being scores. They only make children in confined spaces. This is correct. How are you doing, Reload? I mean, technically you could argue that confined spaces includes, like, the lodges on folktales. But yeah, the pods and the breeding pods in Iron Teeth are very much confined spaces. They're little jars. TLDR, we will be growing beavers in vats. And this is fine, this is normal, and this is very acceptable. Socially and otherwise. So we're gonna call this Timber Parks. Oh, and as you can see, the logo is already different, and we have some beavers. Beautiful. Oh god, I just clipped through like a beaver. Terrifying. Okay, well, let's just not clip through. Let's not clip through a child and take a look at the map. So I've chosen this map specifically. This is not a modded map. This is a vanilla map, and I didn't actually install any mods. The reason I chose this map is the metal supply is kind of difficult to get to, so we'll have to go across here. We may be able to dynamite this, but also because there's this like landscape, I'm thinking of turning all of this into a really pretty smaller size settlement, as opposed to the other one, the other series where we just kind of went for as much well-being as possible. So we got a bit of an aesthetics goal here. The Iron Teeth place heavy emphasis on intimacy. So much emphasis that they have their children in pods, yes. That's a lot of emphasis. Okay, so first of all, we want to chop down some trees. We want to chop down basically all the trees we own. And starting right off the bat, I would like to get science so that we can get up here. That would be nice. Same with up here. There's no natural staircases on the early part. Concerning. So there's a couple things that we can do. First of all, there's breeding pods. These will be important. What we're gonna do is we're actually going to make a breeding center. Now that sounds very concerning, but it'll make sense once I actually make the center. I returned from my monthly apparition to Umbra. Hey Ali, how's it going? Long time no see. How you been? How you been? Okay, so this is a little bit harder to do with the barracks that come on Iron Teeth because the folktale barracks are so much nicer. Sorry, Iron Teeth, your buildings are kind of ugly. Sorry, not sorry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually just make like a little housing park, essentially. We're gonna make like a little housing community. So these sleep 10 beavers. I'm gonna sleep 40 beavers is the plan. Now the question is, how do I want to line this up? Move at the back here. I did this wrong. Okay, this will be fine because this is only going to be one story. So essentially, now we have 30 houses. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to pause 2 of these houses because we don't actually need those houses yet. And then we're going to, when we get structures, we're going to put a structure here and a little roof and kind of make like a little housing section. This is possibly going to get torn down in the future, so we'll see. Oh, you know, tragic and friendly all at the same time. You know what? Sometimes it be like that. I hope that the friendly takes over the tragic for you, though. Sounds like an anime MC harem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I've seen you on and off like tweets. Yes, I passively will check out tweets. I don't comment as much as I probably should. I should get into the habit of commenting more. But, you know, here we are. We exist. We still exist. Okay, so the water's gonna be temporary. I'm actually just gonna set up one pump what we're gonna do eventually is put the water over the water, if that makes sense. So like we're gonna have the water harvesting and stuff. Oh, that bothers me already. Oh no, that bothers me already. We're gonna have the water over top of the water so that it's a little bit more space efficient. And we're also not gonna go too ham on pumps, because I'm known to do that. I'm known to be very afraid and doing too much for the pumps. So yeah, we've got water. We only will need 1 tank of water, and for storage, we're only going to technically need 1 small tank off the bat. I'm going to put some trees around this center, so I don't really want to build right on it. And this water storage is actually going to move on top of where the water is as well, so we're just going to put it here for now. Again, most of this is going to get torn up in the name of aesthetics. So we do want a gatherer flag. We do need berries. And I need you in range, so we're going to put you here for now. And then we're going to get a farmhouse going, because you always want to get your food going early. Fermenter is what we're actually aiming for. So if you see the second row, the soybeans, they need 6 soybeans, 1 oil, and then they get 20 soybeans. So that's like hella efficient. So we're going to be trying to go for the soybeans here. How well that's going to go? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you know how it is. I wouldn't even talk to Mac as often as I do if she didn't live in the same building. You know, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you just need space, right? But hey, I'm glad that you live with Mac now and y'all can hang out as needed. It's also just like nice to have someone around, you know? So we're actually not going to do the soybeans first. We're going to actually start with kohlrabi. The reason for that is because I can always just transition the crop later, essentially. It's just a quick transition point. So we'll get some kohlrabis going. Ideally, I'd want to actually have berries farming here, but actually we'll do berries on this side where the trees are. Okay, so in terms of lumberjack, technically this is going to get torn down for trees, so I don't really want to put that there. This is also going to get torn down, but it is what it is. I do need to get science going because I need a lumber mill. I'm going to put my industrial up here, but again, we can't access it, so unfortunately, again, I will need to tear down more things. This is just the nature of early game. I feel like there's a bar behind the overlay. On the top side or bottom? I'm glad they did decide to come visit. No, wait, weren't you supposed to visit in the fall? It's not quite fall yet, isn't it? I mean, I guess it's September, but like, I thought it wasn't, I thought it wasn't gonna be until fall. I don't really see a bar. Maybe I'm seeing things. Am I seeing things? Is there a bar? Please let me know where the bar is if there's a bar. No, if you guys decide to come visit in the fall, let me know. I should probably send y'all my schedule. It's kind of wild. Okay, it's not kind of wild, it's very wild. Concern. But yeah, we should figure that out. We will figure that out when we figure that out, I believe. So we're just gonna have like a little industrial section because we need to get science to do the forester right away. There's a couple of early things that we have to do right away. Okay. Most beavers will be doing nothing. That is not good because in the early days, especially when there's minimal food and minimal water, we want beavers doing work like right away. And I don't have any storehouses yet because ideally I want to put them up here again. This is a bit of a problem. I also kind of want to do a storehouse tower. So we could put the storehouse tower... We could go like this. So that you put a staircase here, then you come up to the second floor. So the way that this works is if Umbra's not an idiot, you go like this, and then you chop this one out. You put a staircase up here, and they can get to the second floor. And then what you can also do is you can put another storage here. Just because you can, but I'm not going to right now. It's the bottom and the right. Game window stretches behind the overlay. Wait, what do you mean by the game window stretches behind the overlay? Is the game too big? Is this what you mean? Ah, you mean the game is too big. The game is too zoomed in. Does that work? Interesting that it was that zoomed in because earlier it wasn't. I wonder if there's a different thing. We all never talked about it or planned for it. This is true. Thank you for the zooming in notification. I appreciate it. You're too zoomed in. Zoom out. It's like when the teacher's like giving a lecture and you're just you're sitting there and you're like, I can't see the board, but like, do I put my hand up? Like, do I mention it or do I just let them keep going? So yeah, we're gonna just get some early building. Unfortunately, they will be sleeping on the streets for the first little bit. It is what it is. Unfortunate. I'm gonna put some blueberries, some kohlrabi. Where's the kohlrabis? Kohlrabis can be eaten raw. They're basically like the equivalent of carrots from the folktales. So that's not too bad. I also need this science hut. Okay, so now we have some kohlrabis planting. We're getting somewhere. We're getting some logs in. How many beavers are unemployed? We have one extra job. Okay, so let's just destroy this. So now we have every beaver has a job and there are 4 children. We will need to get the breeding center set up soon though. Ideally, I want to put it somewhere like up here, but again, not an option. We have lots of things that we should do but can't do yet. I don't know that feeling. I'm God's favorite and have perfect vision. Imagine being that lucky. And also your teachers have clear handwriting. Like, dang. Okay, so we need to do power wheel here. So there's a couple of options that the Iron Teeth have. They have the engine, which is wood-fired. Honestly, they don't have windmills though. But the wood-fired engine is so much more efficient. So what we're actually going to have to do is a good old power wheel. And again, all of this is temporary. Everything's going to get torn down eventually. It is what it is. This is just to get us started, and then we can start transitioning to nice buildings. Nice. Okay. Unfortunately, they are sleeping on the streets once again. Some kohlrabies. Oh god, not the rabies. Please, not the rabies. I don't need my beavers to get rabies. That would be a problem. Debating on doing a ladies' night BG3 game where I adjust the life expectation of all the male PCs just cuz. I mean, you could. That is an option. Oh, it's only player characters. Okay, yeah, you can adjust player. Can you also adjust NPCs? Is that an option? Can you mod it for that? Does BG3 even have mods allowed, or like, do they have mods up yet? Because if so, all I'm hearing is modding is an option. I've never had a teacher handwrite things. In 7th year, my entire district got smart boards. Do they not handwrite on smart boards, or did they just type on the smart boards? Because I thought that, like, when we had smart boards in one of my classrooms, the teacher just hand wrote on the smart board. Like, they just went up to the smartboard and wrote on it with the pen. It was no different than the whiteboard, except for the fact they could save it and change colors and have funny pens and then have the smartboard out of line. But you know, it happens. Okay, we're gonna get a house. I'm going to actually start setting up the breeding pods. So we're gonna actually have what I'm going to affectionately call the breeding center here. So what it's gonna be is essentially a 2-tier tower of breeding pods. That thing isn't gonna be there. Oh, this is too close to the road. Aha! I know what I'm doing. I have like rough sketches here in my head, but so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a staircase up, and then it's gonna go to a 2nd floor, but there will also be an entrance to the 1st floor right beside it. So like this, essentially. And then we'll just layer them on top of each other so we can get like a ton of breeding pods in one place. Actually, I don't know how many breeding pods we're actually gonna need. We can try with just 8. I was gonna go with 12, but I think 12 is a little excessive, especially with how many lodges we have right now. I do want to get this sorted though. We do need water. First drought is going to be a little bit concerning just because I don't have a dam set up. I do want the dam to come down here. Damn. A 2-tier dam would actually be really nice here. Double tier floodgate. We can almost wait for that and see how it goes. That reminds me, really, I need to play BG3. Just downloaded a new mod pack. Hey, mods? They already got mods for it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Mods are a thing, but you can adjust oxygen intake of anyone in the game. You know, fair. Fair and reasonable. I can see how this is a vanilla feature of the game. Okay, now let me just move one of the lumberjacks down to, like, here, maybe. Just put a pathway. And we will toss you out. Okay, we have 2 unemployed. We actually have an extra unemployed beaver, so what I'm gonna do is put a second lumberjack down. Just to get some logs going faster, which will help a little bit. We're actually gonna go in 2-speed because early game is a little bit risky. We had a right to text. Oh, okay, so then it would just correct it so it's easier to read. That's fair. You got really lucky then in terms of note-taking. BG3 is fun so far, the small bit I've played, but also has some wild situations. Wild how so? I'm having fun in BG3, but I feel like other people are required. Single player is missing the chaos that is D&D. Yes, you need unpredictable party members. I'm sorry, what? Oh my god, we still have 2 beavers that don't have houses. Okay, well. Let's get some berry storage and some kohlrabi storage going. I do think we'll have enough to do... Oh, wait. I need this wheel done, actually. This wheel needs to be done. We're going to pause it once it's built, but we need that wheel done so that we can make planks to make the forester so that we can have infinite wood. Then once we sell wood, water, food, we can start actually going places. I'm also going to need to get these done, so I think we're actually going to take you out. We're going to put in a path. And then we're going to move you back in. Say here. This is fine. Then we can get those breeding pods started. I'm going to get them built, and then we're going to just have them sit, except for we're going to run 1. But yeah, I can see how BG3 you'd need party members. Just player party members. It does fill you with NPCs if you want to play single player, though, right? Told Mac to play with me, and then haven't had the energy to play with her. I really should instead of being an exhaustion gremlin. It's okay. Once you get your rest, then it's time for, instead of exhaustion gremlin, it's time for like BG3 gremlin, I believe. Exhaustion gremlin. Truly a mood. I have so little social battery at the moment. I swore at an NPC for talking to me in Diablo. Rip. Sometimes it really do be rough like that. But, you know what? Sometimes the NPCs just do really stupid things that make you want to swear at them. It happens. They look at you funny and you're like, dang, stop. Whatever you're doing, stop. Whatever you're doing, stop doing that thing. You know? It'd be like that. I have a bed frame to build tonight. And then a mental health appointment tomorrow. And then work for 3 days. Oh my god, you're busy. You know what? Good luck with the bed frame build. You got this. Have a good appointment. Always good to go through those. And then work for 3 days. Hang in there. You got this. I believe. I believe. Okay. So once this is done, we're actually going to lose 2 beavers. So having 1 unemployed is not the worst. I would like a hauler, but it is what it is. At least there's storage for the kohlrabis. There's only 15 logs a pop. Okay, we actually want to put... Oh! Goals, population, well-being 4. Let's go. Let's actually make these all high priority. Although I am just going to pause them all anyway, so actually maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should just make these like regular, and we'll have 2 that are high priority. 2 I feel is good for like stagnating your population. Any higher than that early and you're going to explode, which is not good early. No resources. I feel that, yeah. You've got this though, I believe. I believe. I believe in you. What is the gif I've seen? It's like, I be loaf. I do be loaf in you. You be loafing. Good luck with the bed frame. Remember to follow instructions unless the instructions are in English. Then they aren't needed. Wait. Hold. So if they're not in English, they are necessary? Is this the state of instructions? Okay, we're gonna go 1 worker. We almost have 60 science, so I would like to start storing some of the logs into planks, because I know that this needs planks. And planks are just going to be necessary throughout the playthrough. Is it like one of those, like, I don't know if it works the same way where you are, but like one of those like IKEA bed frames or something? Where you just basically get all the pieces with the instructions and then you're good to go? Okay, so Forester is going to go down here, and because we have this nice, beautiful road, we're going to go here. So, we're going to pause. Your thing is unfortunately going to be demolished to make way for the Forester. Yours will also unfortunately be demolished, and we're actually going to pile you up right around the Forester. Like that. And then we're going to plant trees. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to plant a row of berry bushes here. So we're going to have a harvester moving in, just so that everything's in a nice little line. And then we're going to have some wood. We can plant coffee bushes. That's neat. Mangrove. Aquatic. I will admit, 30 for 8, 9 for 1 pine. We're gonna plant a bunch of pine. We're gonna plant a bit of birch. And then the rest of it was gonna be oak. Now I know some of this won't actually plant. We're gonna have to go through and do it again. But basically the idea is that we have a bunch of different wood source options, because I know pine later was gonna have to be tapped. So this harvester is actually going to be, oh wait, I don't wanna, you're getting put out of work so that we can plant, you guessed it, kohlrabis. Those breeding what? Breeding pods. How's it going, Hallie? Long time no see. Yeah, they're tubes. Don't worry, they're little tubes. And if you clip through them, you can see how concerning they look inside. Wait, how do I do this again? How did I clip through them before? I've clipped through them and looked inside before. It's mildly terrifying. Oh yeah, you can see it. You can see it inside. Isn't that great? This is where we marinate our beavers. This is where we marinate them in blueberry juice until they grow up, and then they're babies, and then, you know, it's good. It's fine. Just don't look in the tubes. Just don't look at the tubes. Thank goodness I got directions in Canadian French. Then they're necessary if they're in French. This is the verdict. Now I need to remove all of these individually because that's annoying. Bam! Okay. Now we're just gonna quickly run a path out here because I know that they don't like to do things without pathways. Okay. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go through here and we're going to plant more kohlrabis all the heckin' way down. All up here, though I know they won't plant it in the dry areas. And then we're gonna switch to soybeans and canola oil later, when we get the canola oil press. 120 science, yeah. We need to have a science hut. Jobs are perfectly filled. We're doing well. How's it going though, huh? Pods, Hallie. She's making kids in whiskey barrels. No, it's not alcoholic. It's just berry juice. Don't worry. No alcohol involved in the production of these children. Do not drink when pregnant. So that's how kids are made. Exactly. My health teacher told me something super icky. Well, your health teacher didn't know about the berry juice now, did they? You can see the child right there in the berry juice, marinating. More kohlrabis. cold rabies. I keep wanting to read that as cold rabies, and I know that's even worse, so we're not gonna read it like that. Barrels make a lot more sense. Exactly! Let them cook! They are cooking. They do be cooking in there. I mean, you can even see how long they've been marinating for. See? They're marinating. They're doing great. Blueberries. Please plant the blueberries first. Okay, wait. So some of these are not the right ones. We're just gonna destroy the ones that are not. Actually, do I need to? Maybe I can just plant them. Oh no, I can't. I have to actually destroy the wrong ones. Okay, wait. Hold. The ones that are like massive. Actually, no, they're gonna get torn down anyways, so I don't really need to destroy them. I just need to wait for them to grow out, which is whatever. Okay. So now we're gonna actually pause here. I need to figure out more storage. They are cooking though. Marinating in berry juice, so they are wine barrels. See, but that implies that you allow it to ferment, right? This implies that we are fermenting our children. We are not fermenting our children in this colony. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to do like a... the large pile is like the wrong size. Okay, we're gonna do the sideways trick again. Here we go, sideways and sideways, so that you can put something on top. Wait, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna add another berry thing here. So we're just going to put you here, so now we can access all of the things on the ground floor and have a pathway to go up. And then we'll put berry storage on top. Just to have another little storage kind of thing, and we can hide some berries or whatever, some plants and shrubs back there. Or actually, what I might do is I might actually just straight up hide the teeth grindstones under here, because those are actually necessary. Beavers can and will chip their teeth. It is a concerning part of life. Happens when you chew too much wood. What is childhood but the fermentation that turns us into bitter adults? That is like scarily poetic. I both hate that and love that at the same time. What is childhood but the fermentation that turns us into bitter adults? Behold, the children that are fermenting. This is what you look like before you become an adult. Existential crisis with Big Sis Reel at your convenience. Much appreciated. This child is even like not fully formed. There's no ear. This child has not fermented enough yet. They are not yet a bitter adult. Okay, wait, we're gonna pause this pod. Once this pod's done, we're also gonna pause this pod. I only want 2 pods going. Now, I do want this done. The reason for that being, it'll look a lot nicer. You'll see, you'll see. We're actually going to make a straight up park somewhere too. Paths and structures, stairs. We need 70 science points to get stairs, chat. We need stairs. Can we make this first, please? Someone's gonna break their teeth and it's not gonna be pleasant. Okay. So in terms of trees and bushes, we have no trees and bushes. That would be important to get. Let's just demolish these. We will still get the wood from them, so it'll be fine, but it's just annoying to have them not be the right ones. Okay. Okay. And we're starting to get some kohlrabies storing up, which is good. I would like to assign these to be higher priority, because I kind of want to get going on that oil press stuff as well. Rotating the crops is going to be annoying. That being said, I actually might want to, before this comes in, I might want to just tear a path down here, so I can start working on that 2-tiered dam thing. Once that's in, we can take the path out. I appreciate that the beavers have solved infertility. They have. By marinating their... by fermenting their children until they become bitter adults. I hate that. Great. New punk rock group. Fermented youth. Oh no, not the fermented youth. Not the fermented youth. And then they sing about like... What would they sing about? Like, what is their, I mean, yes, they're punk rock, but like, what is their main theme? Is it like food based? Or is it like existential as all heck? First hit single, we all start blue. Back to blue. And it's like a back to the womb kind of energy, you know? Throwback to my last good sleep kind of energy. Back to blue. Hello, Tristan, how's it going? Uh-oh. The MP said naughty word. Did I say a naughty word? I did. Maybe I said a slightly naughty word. It's all good. We don't have no hard swearing rule in here. I just need to make sure that we are Susan safe. Okay, so now all the berries are gone. They did a great job with that, actually. Oh, they're almost gone. Never mind. I spoke too soon. They are almost gone. This is why we must rotate our maps, friends. Okay, 2 more berries. Once those are gone, I can take out the pathway. So I do want to work on that dam next, but we need to start putting together some of the little areas. Like little storage huts that are going to be a little bit neater. Overall better blocked is kind of the plan for this. And I do want to include a lot more greenery because I know especially in those industrial zones you can get really heavy into the, oh my gosh, efficiency, and then realize that you have nothing else but efficiency. Okay, so we have 1 empty job. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pause the planks. And as a result, pause this wheel. We're going to actually put up a second science center, which will eventually be demolished. The only reason is because we're in the early stages, nothing is unlocked, and we need everything. Okay, and then the oak trees, I think this is pretty much all filled. Yeah, that's all filled now. Okay, we're good. Planting is going. Very bad. Beavers are no excuse. Honestly, that's something that was a bit of a holdover from when I first started Twitch. And honestly, both, like Twitch especially, was 13 plus. And as a 13-year-old kid, you will hear some like swearing. Although now they do actually have the swearing notification that you can put on your streams. Which, yes, you should be tagging your streams correctly. But yeah, don't worry about it. And don't forget their hit single, Tank Me. No, I don't like this. Tank Me. Tank me back to blue. Tank me and back to blue. What is their album called? If they're the Fermented Children, what is their album called? I don't tag my streams, fair enough. Hit Love Power Ballad, take you to the tank. No, no, not the tank. Not the romantic tank excursion. Also, this is actually not the most efficient. We're actually going to tear down. I know that this is not the most efficient because I just remembered it wasn't. Oh no, I did this wrong. Hold. Okay, so the way that you're actually supposed to do these farmhouses is you're supposed to limit this to 1 worker planting and have these guys harvesting. That's what you're supposed to do. Because they plant slower than they harvest, I think is the way it goes. No, they plant faster than they harvest. So the harvesters have to be going, you have to have more staff harvesting than planting for efficiency. I curse like a sailor. Well, now it's time to tag on your Twitch streams. Not on YouTube though, they don't have that on YouTube yet. Berries to bitter. Berries to bitter. It's like a coming of age, kind of like growing up song. Emerging from the tank. Hit Love Power Ballad would unironically be a solid album name. Hit Love Power Ballad. Would that be their first album name? Hit Love Power Ballad? Honestly, there's actually 2 spots here that aren't going to get planted, I don't think. So maybe we could put more stuff there. Oh, and a drought is coming. Please make this first. Thank you. We're out of logs, though. I guarantee you we're out of logs. That's why this is a problem. Eventually, I'd like to dynamite this down here so that I can get some green on this top part, and then we're going to flatten this out. So, These are all eventually things. So we're actually full on water. I would like you to prioritize birch trees from now on. They grow faster. Actually, though, I would prefer oak, but maybe we'll do oak. They grow the slowest. You want the ones that grow slowest to get started first. And now, of course, we have no logs. We have 2-inch planks and no logs. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause the breeding pods. We will not be fermenting more children at this time, because we can't afford to. With a drought coming and of an unknown length, we can't afford to. However, we can afford to unlock some stairs. We afford the platforms too. Oh, they're 100 points. We're halfway there. So we were gonna put some stairs here, and we were gonna put some stairs here. And then some platforms. So the idea is that we're gonna be a little bit more space efficient this time around, a little bit more organized. All I have in my head are a beaver big hair rock band yelling, "Take you to the tank! Take you to the tank!" Where you were born and raised. It's like, country roads take me home to the tank where I was born. Fermented blueberries and the, I don't know. And the juices take me home to the tank. Fermented blueberries and my last good sleep take me home to the tank. Sailor Shanty arc for the band. 7 days drought. Oh no, not the drought. Don't immortalize the drought like this. There's not going to be water. We're not going to have enough water. This is not good. So we may have a little bit of a problem. Umbra may have done a goof, but that's okay. That's okay. We're still alive somehow. Little bit of an oof, but that's alright. That's okay. We don't have a dam because this is too high. We're actually going to bring the water up over this lower land section. So we won't even need to destroy these. Which means as well, we're going to have a bigger holding area if we hold here. Which is the plan right now. We're actually going to hold right here because I'm going to need to put double platforms up for them to be able to reach it. Fermented blueberries. Fermented blueberries, take me home. Steel Tooth Clan. Or Iron Tooth Clan. But same thing. Same difference. All I see is the same difference. My neck do be snapped again. Okay, hold. Please hold. Please hold. Why is my neck constantly snapping lately? That sounds really concerning when said like that, but it's fine. Why is my neck constantly snapping lately? Huh. Who knows? Alright, well now you get Lorge me. Now I get to be Lorger. This is what you signed up for. Me being Lorge. Hello, I am Lorge. Hi, I'm Lorge now. The obligatory super emo breakup song, The Drought in Your Eyes. Oh no, not the band breakup song already being planned. This doesn't bode well for them. They've already got their whole arc is already planned. They didn't even know it. Well, we're gonna have another tank. I mean, it's only a 2-day drought. Unfortunately, that's probably enough to possibly wipe the colony if we're not careful. Thankfully, we have enough food. Yeah, we have 30, 40 odd kohlrabis, and these will get harvested in time. Barely. 1.6 days, 1.5. Yeah, they'll barely die out, if anything. This band is already destined to be doomed. Unfortunate. Okay, so actually, we don't even need this yet. We're gonna stop this for now. We don't have enough logs. Once we start getting those big logs in, that'll be good. We're out of water already. We're literally not even a day in, and we're out of water. So yeah, we're gonna have to research some bigger storage. Unfortunately, that will require gears, so we're gonna have to look at making a gear workshop. But first things first, we are going to get some stairs and start going upwards. Again, unfortunately, no platforms. Yay, platforms. Good to know that our planks are going to great use putting up staircases right away. Okay, well, 0.7 days we'll live. Won't be pleasant, but we will live. We're still maintaining 5 happiness even with no water. Coffee. Lovely. I could also put up a campfire. That would be nice. What I was actually planning to do was make a little park with the campfire. Was like put a water dump somewhere and then have like a little park surrounded by trees and have a little campfire. So we're actually not going to do that quite yet. No rush on this playthrough for sure. The reunion album, logs before tanks. It's like them going back to their roots, the roots of the barrel itself, and exploring like the humble beginnings once again of the fermented children. They're already gonna have a full band arc before they even debut. This is great. Oh, and the water's back. Let's go, fermented children band. Oh. And then they should have one that's like children of the descendants of the berries, or something to do with like the fact that they come from berries, as a reboot album where they like go on another world tour. Well, at least the trees didn't die. These parts are too dry, though. Okay, so there's one beaver without a job. That's when we get the science hut. I forgot we didn't have 4 builders. Haha, that would explain a lot. Alright, let's start the breeding pods. We don't have no water, but we're gonna start the breeding pods anyways. Very responsible of me. At least everyone is housed. In fact, we still have 4 slots in this house, so we should be okay. I just need to keep very good track of that bottom left tab. Yeah, once this is over the water, we'll have so much more green space. It's kind of the goal is also to get our storage houses eventually moved over top of the water. Just so we can have like nice little like parks and nice little community sections, you know, all the good stuff. Now we can go into landscaping or structures. We can buy the platform. You'll see very quickly what that platform is for. If I can actually get this other platform in, that would be nice. I don't know why it's not letting me put in this platform. Hello. Hello, why are we not allowed to put a platform in front of the doors? There's gotta be a way. There we go. I knew there was a way to shove the platform in there. I've seen it done. Okay. And then we can hide another storage on top of that. There we go. Hide another storage up there as well. Or another staircase to put more. We will see in the future. Oh, I also need a platform here. So that I can put another set of stairs. And then we can put a pathway. And then we can start going up that way. Eventually we will get there. It's just gonna take us a heck of a long time. But it is what it is. Honestly, our biggest issue is the fact that we have no logs. Maybe what I should do is I should cut some of these berries down for more logs. That might be the play. Especially given how much logs are going to be a necessity even in the later game. Like when we start getting to actually having wood firing engines, that's going to be a problem. So short-term trees, quick trees like birch trees are good to start with. Yeah, we'll get those going. -4? Is this because you're... Why are you hungry? Oh my god, we have no food? How do we have no food? Okay, so I thought we had a lot of kohlrabis. Turns out we do not actually have a lot of kohlrabis. That is concerning. I thought we had a lot of kohlrabis. How long till these grow up? Ooh, they're almost done. No one has passed away from hunger, so we're good. No one has starved to death, thankfully. Oh, this is why we want the soybeans, because it will be so much more efficient. Actually, what we're gonna do is, because I know that they're like this, we're gonna put a pathway. Just because I know how they're like. -10 is because we have no water. Jeez. Iron Teeth also punish you a lot harder than Folktales do. I'm usually on Folktales because it's a little bit easier. Iron Teeth truly punish you for the little things, which is good. It makes it a lot harder. It's just also a struggle when you're trying to play. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to take out that path first. Once they get down to that last one, we will now disappear on that pathway, and we'll throw in our quick grow trees, aka birch. The band-aid solution to everything, birch trees. This is how we're going to solve all of life's problems, birch trees. We are going to need more water, though. You know what? This one's not growing. Those two are not growing. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop down a, you guessed it, handy water storage. This is also going to be a water storage and highest priority. This is going to be high priority too. We need to work those kohlrabis harder than we are now. They aren't working for us. At least not yet. They're starting to go. They're going. They're going. Food is on the way. Food is on the way. I'm surprised no one has passed away from hunger yet. Granted, it's only been like a day. A day is not bad. They'll be upsetty spaghetti, which is fair. I would also be upsetty spaghetti, but we're gonna pause the gatherer flag until these berries are done, and we're actually going to pause. We're not gonna pause the lumberjack yet. I do need someone to work this though, once it's built. That's something I can't compromise on. Speaking of which, I probably need a berry storehouse. We'll put a little mini berry storehouse up here. Speaking of which, I can actually pre-prepare that. Or we can actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make this higher. So this will actually be necessary to make it higher. Do we have roofs right off the bat, or do we need to get those? We do need to get those. Because I was gonna put a little roof up here to signify the housing district. But unfortunately, we will not be doing that. There's also no food again. And no water. Oh god. There's no way I need a second pump yet, right? We're gonna pause the breeders again. Because we have 2 children, 11. We're gonna try and stay around 15 to 20 beavers at most. Granted, I will have housing for 30, so maybe we will try to go for 30. I just don't want to build another housing area. The idea is we want to staff everything with as few beavers as possible. Not only for efficiency's sake, but just because I need the population to not explode, because we don't have resources on such a tiny land mass. That early metal will be good, but eventually we're going to have to bridge to the permanent metal up here. I may even have to move my district center at that point. We'll see. Okay, kohlrabis are coming out. Only 1 is working on planting, and 2 are working on harvesting. Yeah, harvesting does actually take longer from the looks of it. Yeah, he's planting back faster than they can harvest. -11, -9, okay. Hunger is starting to get solved. Thirst is not getting solved very fast. The second the water comes out, they're drinking it. Like, yeah, the second the water gets pumped, they're drinking it. Oh, I think I might have needed a second well already. 100 beavers. 100 beavers is way too many beavers, Marcus. Last time we were running in like a solid 250, almost like 300 at some points. That was way too many, and we had so much more land mass too. So I do want the oil press. Ideally, I want the oil press, and I want to start chopping this in half and doing like, or a third oil and half beams, because that'll be so much more efficient. It's just getting to the point where we can have gears is going to take a little bit, especially with only one scientist going. There's 4 jobs. Oh, people are dying of hunger. Don't look in the bottom left of the screen. Don't worry about it. No one is dying of hunger. Okay, you're gonna harvest. Harvest everything. Go, go, go. And we're going to run 2 beavers here. I just need that food number to go up. The water number is also concerningly low. Unfortunately, I think I may actually have to torch some of the crops for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's gonna need a pathway. So all of that has to go now. Yeah. Because we're just not getting enough water. I already did the mistake of overexpanding too early. It is what it is, but 100 beavers be like... Come on, 2 more, 2 more. You got this. 2 more. 3 more. Never mind, 3 more. Okay, go. Perfect. Now, we're going to go preferred workplace and preferred building. Heck, this isn't even getting built, and we have so much logs. Okay, wait. That's because no one's harvesting logs. Oh my god, wait, what? What are they working at? The science hut? Like, what are they working at that is taking all of the jobs? Oh, builders. Oh no, we don't have enough beavers. Okay, so turns out the population is actually not high enough. Haha, breeding pod will be paused because we don't have berries still. 35% on our way to berries. It's already going wrong. It's all going wrong. Oh, but our pine trees have come in. Okay, so maybe we're okay now. Pine trees are in. That could be a good sign. The food is starting to pile up. We're starting to get food. Food is starting to be taken care of. We are having problems with hunger. We haven't had too many problems with hunger, actually. All things considered, the hunger's not doing bad. I am concerned that nobody's planting, though. So, we are going to say plant kohlrabi. And I'm sorry, we're going to have to take the workday up another 2 hours per day. We are in the green, though. First, we're missing 1 beaver, so that's not great. But we're doing okay. All things considered. Like... yeah. It's rough early game, but I mean, what do you expect? That's early game for you. Also, these berries need to be done soon, right? Surely. This actually may not be enough berries to sustain breeding pods. It wasn't supposed to be. This birch area was supposed to be berries, but we're short on logs again. We're doing okay on logs now. Okay, now we're getting some planting in, because these things will take 3 days to grow. Okay, so now we're going to bring you down to 1. One of you needs to find another job. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're back in stasis here with food at least. The water is starting to fill up. We're gonna start this tank again. Okay, bring to this tank. Perfect. We're gonna have to start looking into Gear's workshop eventually. I'm actually gonna destroy the science hut. We weren't gonna need that. However, what I will do is unlock the Gears Workshop. Oh, geez, that's expensive. I keep forgetting because I'm used to playing later game with that other series where like, oh yeah, you want to build another Gears Workshop? Easy, cheap, affordable. Resources, you've got tons of them. Whereas early game, it's just like pulling teeth. It's so slow. Especially with the science. Like, late game, you end up with like $1,000 or more of science. Early game, you're struggling for 5. Or even 10. Okay, so now the logs are going. Yeah, the logs are going again, but there's so much logs here to be harvested. Okay. So this is not actually bad. What's gonna happen is this is gonna get destroyed and moved over here. And then eventually what we're also gonna do is we're gonna put 2 more large piles like this. And then another staircase. Possibly. Oh, geez, there's another drought already. Probably should have saved for the double floodgate instead of the gear workshop, but here we are. The first few droughts. Probably the most dangerous. I want to say they're the most dangerous just because you're not prepared and you don't have any backlog of anything. Like, if this drought is any longer than, like, 2 days, we're screwed. Kind of thing. I would like to dam it up here, but that's a bad idea. So we're going to dam it up back here so that we have access to at least a little bit of water. Double platform's 150, so I'm going to need 150 plus the double floodgate, so that's 300, 400-ish. Yeah, that's a lot of science. With 1 scientist, that's a lot. Considering I also just bought a gear workshop. Probably shouldn't have bought the gear workshop. That's okay. We'll do bigger water storage first. There is actually a nice way to do water storage, aesthetically speaking, as well. So we'll try and do that too. Gets them in a nice little ring. Oh geez, you guys built this first? Okay, so that's for scrap metal. We can actually pause this because I actually don't need that yet. This is going to be when we finally get up to the scrap collectors up here. Might want to grab these breeding... Oh, we can't though. The problem is that these berries are taking for freaking ever to grow. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to demolish another 2 of these. We're going to cancel the demolish on this. I'm going to replant it. The reason being that I can put 2 more water tanks in. I don't think they're going to be built in time, nor will they be storage ready in time. But it is what it is. They won't be full for the drought. Unfortunate. It is an unfortunate circumstance that I am not prepared for. Early game again. When am I ever prepared for the early game? I'm never ready for the early game. Okay, so the drought is in a day or so. I've been working them a little bit longer, just trying to get those things built in time, but I doubt we're gonna have them ready. We do have the logs to do it. By golly, we have the logs. $14, $15, there we go. We can start storing in that one, which is good because now we actually might fill it up in time. With the work schedule the way it is, as unfortunate as it is, they have to do an 18-hour day. They will have enough water so they won't die of dehydration, hopefully. Worth it so that they survive? I would say worth it. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, and of course this isn't connected because we don't have planks. Okay, so during the drought... that's not looking good. Okay. We're going to turn the working hours back, since the drought will be upon us, and that will mean they will use less water. They're working less. Okay, let's start this up. Start that up. We're gonna pause the planting house. There's no point in planting if they are not going to be able to plant. Like, it's too dry. These trees will be fine. It's a 4-day drought. I'm kind of concerned. We'll see how much the water is taken out on that first day, and then we'll have a very good estimate. I'm more worried about the food supply bouncing back, because we have a 3-day relapse on the food. Kohlrabies. The logs are stacking up, though. And now is the time to be working on planks. If you're ever gonna work in the industrial zone and you have very few beavers, same with science, you want to do it during drought. Because, like, these water pumpers aren't doing nothing right now. Yeah, no, the water pumpers are not going to be able to do anything. So I could just reassign them to do other tasks. How long do we have until these dry out? 1 day. What we're going to do is put this on harvesting and we're going to start it. Then we can get all of our beavers pulling the food as soon as possible, putting it in the storehouse, because they don't rot in storehouses, thankfully. And then we'll get some planks going. Is this not grown? Oh, these are not designated for chopping. Aha. Okay, well that would make a lot of sense now. I was like, how come we haven't been chopping these trees down this entire time? They should have been chopped. They are being chopped, it's okay. Ooh, that's a tank a day. Yeah, that's a tank a day. We're fine. I think we're okay. That's 2 tanks for 2 days. Yeah, we're barely okay for a 4-day drought. I'm just worried because we have that 1 tank, the 5th tank, overflow. Because the first day we'll just be pumping it as soon as we get it. Oh, there goes our kohlrabies. I think they're drying out and they're dead. Okay, 2 days to go. I think this is fine. We do have almost 200 kohlrabies in stock. So we're going to bring you down 1, put you on planting, and pause you. We're going to pause you as well. We now only have 2 jobs without workers. Okay, but the builders are still going. And the builders have no logs to work on. I mean, they have no projects to work on that they can. They're missing plank. I'm curious what the building is without workers. The pumps are stalled. Those are good. So I'm just confused as to where the lack of workers is coming from. Oh, it's here. Building lacks workers 1. Yeah, that's the... Okay, we are gonna need those breeding pods. Oh my god, this is why it is much harder to play this one than it is to play any other one. Because we actually have to plan ahead for our beavers. Okay, so when we spring back from that drought, unfortunately, I think these are gonna... Oh, these will not die. Thank goodness. These have been growing for 12 days, and it's hard to keep them going. We are, however, burning through the science. Love to see it. I have 3 unused jobs. Old age, old age, old age. Yep, we're running low on beavers. We have 8 beavers. And this is why Iron Teeth is the one that I'm most likely to immediately lose the series on. Because I have a really hard time managing the fermenters, the beaver fermenters. It be how it be, unfortunately. This time it's not food that's going to be the problem. It's going to be lack of staff. Okay, drought has ended. We're going to turn these back on. We're going to reduce the number of Oh, there's no builders. Okay. How much planks do we have? 1? Okay, well... Well, we actually needed those planks, it turns out. We're going to get you in. We're going to get you in. Fortunately, with 8 beavers, it is what it is. We're gonna actually pause one of these woodcutters. I might end up actually pausing both just to get food production going. Oh god. The problem is that these berries are gonna be up soon, and I'm gonna need someone to work berries ASAP. Yeah, I'm gonna need someone to work berries. Just trying to think where I can pull from. Maybe from Forester? But Forester is kind of essential because without logs, we can't progress. I mean, progression isn't even the problem here now. It's survival, once again. We always run into these issues. Although the water was fine. I'm surprised that the water lasted for 4 days. No problem. Same with the food. So at least we're getting somewhere over the last drought. Last drought, we had hunger and thirst being problems, mostly hunger. Now we're good on that. So it's just a replenishing problem. Okay, 95%. I think in like a day or two, we should have the necessary berries to continue growing the pods. I think what we also might want to do is we might want to just turn on all of the pods. At least get the water into the pods. And this is why we have 4 pods. Speaking of the pods, I can actually start putting up the breeding center, as it will be affectionately termed. I did this wrong, didn't I? Hold. Hold. Wait, I did this wrong. These have to go on top of the pods. You can't go on top of the pods if they're 1 high. They have to go 2 high. There goes my science. Oh, lovely. Turns out you can't even put them on top. Well, I needed these anyways, so this is fine. This is fine, right? This is fine. Do I need 2 high here? Is it the same height? No, it should just be 1 high. How come it's not letting me? Oh, it doesn't look like it's the right height, that's all. Heck. 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 Why is this here? Heck. Okay. Okay. So, at least we got something useful. Turns out you cannot actually put things on top of the breeding pods. So that was kind of a waste of space. Whoops. I thought you could put the platforms on top of the breeding pods, but I suppose not. I guess they need to be open to the air and fermenting like that. Not 100% certain why, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. Oh, wait, that's the wrong farmhouse. We want to pause the planting farmhouse because there's nothing to plant. And now we can get some berries going. Oh geez, when they all leave their posts at once, it's just like a little bit of a flood. Okay, the breeding pods are going. Thankfully, what happens is they just pause. They don't actually, like, regress. So at least we didn't lose progress on the breeding pods. We just didn't gain anything. I need to put pathways on these. Okay, how are we doing on planks, actually? Oh, we're doing okay. The problem with the planks right now is Iron Teeth in general have a harder time early game. Like, they don't have windmills, so if you don't have enough logs, wood-fired engine is not the way to go early. But once you get to a stable point, Iron Teeth are actually kind of easier in that your industrialization, once you hit that minimum resource threshold, you're fine. You are good to go. It's just getting there is hard. And that's why Iron Teeth are rough, and why you have to unlock them after doing well enough on them, on the folktales. Technically, I don't need to waste logs on that, but I'm gonna do it anyways. You can't stop me. No. Oh, the kohlrabis are coming in. Thank goodness. I don't want them eating the berries. Water's filling up. I'm just concerned that the next drought will also be harsher. So I actually, maybe what we'll do is we'll pause this and we'll like heavy prioritize the gear workshop coming in. Then I can start getting those big water storages coming, which will be ideal. I probably should have put a berry storage up there instead of down where it is now, because over here is quite a journey from here. So efficiency is not at a premium tonight. That's okay. This was never intended to be efficient. I'm sorry, what? Do I have too many jobs that are high priority? Wait. This is staffed. This is not staffed. We're going to make this like this. So if we have beavers, then we'll get science. Unfortunately, that means that, actually, wait. This is necessary. This is going to get paused, and we're going to stop the plank production here. I just don't have enough staff. 3 planks is not going to be enough to make the dam, but unfortunately, we don't have much of a choice. I think we're actually going to pause one of the water pumps. Pausing one of the water pumps is okay, because our water is full. I do need that science, though. Oh my god, and these things are going to be so expensive. What I'm going to do... I'm going to have to sit on those. They're going to drain logs, it is what it is, but... I'm going to start cutting the trees down when the drought happens, I think. I could almost pause the builders, even. Because there's nothing they can exactly build at this point in time. I'm just concerned that food is not stacking up. How are we doing on science? Oil price is 120. Maybe what I start thinking about doing is getting that oil press going. Just for efficiency's sake of food. We don't have a lot of space on this map. So crop space, like growing fertile soil, is at a premium. Or rather, hydrated soil is at a premium. All the soil is fertile, it just needs to be watered. We unfortunately cannot water it. Okay. Yeah, the 2 harvesting, 1 planting is actually probably the best tip that I've seen so far. I'm gonna pause these because we don't actually need the extra storage space right now. Oh wait, don't pause the pathway. The pathway is auto build. Yeah, we're gonna need these double platforms. I think the next drought is our biggest concern right now. And I won't need this scrap thing, and I won't need this either, this large pile. Because log storage, we're doing fine. I mean, you can even see here, we're doing fine. We're not even collecting the logs. Okay. So the food is going up. The science is at 120. When we hit 150, we can start swapping our crops around, in which case that means that this is actually going to get emptied. Or soybeans. And then I'm going to need to get a tank. I guess we're just going to do a small tank, and I'm going to do the fermenter up here. I actually don't know how big it is. This could be a problem. We're going to put a small tank right here, and this is going to be for the oil. The reason being that it'll be out of the way. It won't be on fertile soil or growing land. And we can make a little food production district. Hopefully putting some bushes around that later on when we get the chance to. Early game do be rough though. Oh, those trees are going wild. Yeah, all of our birch are coming in. I am hoping that these breeding... We got 4 birds. We're doing okay. I would like to keep those breeding pods going as fast as possible, considering we have so much water and quite a few berries. And kohlrabis aren't doing too bad, so we can kind of support it. I'd like to keep us around 12 to 15. Currently, we are at 11. Meaning that we can grow a little bit. We can take on some new faces. Some fresh workers. Kind of want to do 2 log gather. Oh wait, this guy doesn't even need to work here. There's no berries. I'm sorry. Please work elsewhere. Thank you. Yeah, we're only gonna need 1 lumberjack right now. It is concerning that we have basically a whole lodge that's empty, but you know, it is what it is. Water. I think we have enough water for 5 days. Based on the last drought, 5 days is probably our absolute cap right now. If we get a 6th day, we're screwed. So 150. I might just get that storage tank right now. The only issue is this isn't built yet. I'm gonna hold the science. As much as it's tempting to just spend it right away, it really depends on what resources I have access to. How are we doing on logs? 95. Kohlrabis are almost out of storage. I'm gonna switch this to a kohlrabi storage as well. Just so we have a little bit more space for those, as we aren't gonna be able to swap our crops over anytime soon. Wonder if it's just better to buy the oil press now. Oh wait, the oil press needs gears. Haha, look at that. We have now hit another science roadblock. Well, sort of a science roadblock. We must make tough decisions once again. We have 8 unfilled jobs. Jeez. Oh, well, you know, that would make a lot of sense. Okay, we're gonna pause that. So that's 4 jobs gone. That's 1, 2. They need to work in tandem. That's the only problem. And these guys need to work together as well to get this farming done. Where can I cut jobs? I can maybe cut science. It'll be a little bit of an issue, but I can cut science. That leaves me with 3 jobs on staff. A gear workshop and the industrial lumber. Okay, well, that's not good. If we're running the power wheel, we need to have someone running this. Someone has to run the power wheel. I am sorry. I don't know who we're gonna fire right now, but maybe we're gonna pause that. We now still have 2 jobs left. What are we not running right now? Or did we lose old age? Oh my god, we got old aged again. Power wheel. I think it's just the power wheel and the How are we doing on food? Okay, let's try this. Now it's that and the power wheel are running, and now we have 2 unused jobs. My guess is it's going to be Forester or the log cutter who has to go next to fill that 1 slot. Someone grew up. Someone grew up. Please tell me someone just grew up there. Oh my god, everything's full. Okay, everything's full. We're barely managing. Oh wait, there's nothing in range. Oh, that's perfect. Now we have an unemployed beaver. We can now bring this back up to 2. There we go. Is this the buff VTuber who needs no door opening because just busts through walls? Hello, how you doing, Space? It is indeed I. The buff VTuber who busts through walls. How's it going? I have now apparently frozen again. Oh my god, why do I keep freezing? Why am I frozen? These are questions I would love to know the answer to. Not only are my workplaces in Timberborn inefficient, but apparently myself is also inefficient. Perhaps I did not ferment long enough. Maybe I was not a fermented child for long enough. This may be the issue. Who knows? Okay, now we are unfrozen, and so are our beavers. 4 planks. 0 unfilled jobs. We have basically half of our work stuff paused. We are getting quite a few beavers bred. We have 5 children and 6 adults, so we're starting to turn the population more towards growth period, which is good. Hopefully, we're getting a lot of old age concern. The harvesting is so slow. Okay, so this needs to get 25 planks before it can even begin to work. And then it needs to have planks as well. I don't want the wood-fired engine so bad right now. So heckin' bad. I think what we're gonna do first is we're gonna do the oil press. As much as that dam is tempting, I think we're gonna go for the oil press first. Could be a bad decision. We'll see. Although I do also want that storage for the water. I'm eyeing this $120 storage, or 120 science storage. Don't know why I said dollars. Okay, so we're actually doing more than fine on trees. We have too much trees. I'm just gonna cancel the cutting areas here. I don't know. It just looks messy to me. Just looks a little bit messy. No one's even gonna open that menu. Like, I barely open that menu, but it is what it is. I would love to plant trees around here, but we need to put a water dump in to be able to do that. Whereas the trees will just shrivel up and die. We have 1 unemployed beaver. Perfect. I have just the job for you, my friend. You will now plant kohlrabi. Actually, now is a really good time to swap that. Nope, never mind. It's not a good time to swap that. Not a good time to swap that. We are nowhere near our gear workshop. Oh, aha, that would make a lot of sense, you know? 3 days we have a drought. Concern? Mild? Concern is mild. Preparation is lacking, but that's what it is. Okay, so now we have 1 builder. I forgot that we actually need a heckin' builder for this to work. We have 1 job unfilled, and you guessed it, it's the builder. We're gonna pause the forester for right now, just so they can build real quick. Yeah, a little bit of a lot of micro, but it is what it is. 15? Oh, I think we're only 5 planks short, actually. This will be interesting, because it's not going to be very efficient with 1 power wheel. Hmm. 187 kohlrabi is not bad. 140 water is a little concerning, but we will see how this goes. There we go. Gear workshop. It needs planks. Of course it does. Okay, so I'm gonna run the gear workshop until it has 10 gears sitting in it, and then I'm gonna pause it. That's kind of the plan right now. So that we have those 10 gears, because how many gears does this need? This needs 20 gears. How many gears does the storage tank for the water need? 20 gears. We're gonna need 40 gears. I'm gonna run 10 of those, and then we're gonna pause it. Actually, we're gonna wait until the first one's done, and then I'm gonna pause. The reasoning behind that is because we'll just pause it now. The reasoning behind me pausing these is to get... Oh, I guess this works. Actually, no. We're going to pause this again. Because now we have 1 unemployed beaver. We're going to get them to do this. The reasoning behind this is when there's a drought, we aren't going to need to worry about farming. We're not going to worry about water pumping. We'll have a lot more staff. Just a little extra hands on deck, which will be nice. We are also growing our population pretty quickly, so... We're hovering at 13 right now. I kind of want to stop at around 13, so we're gonna halt like 2 of the breeding pods probably. None of these are getting cut down. They have 8 logs a pop. Dang. Is these in range? They're in range. I guess we're just gonna cut down the short use wood first. Oh well, these will live. They'll be watered. We can also get a lot of our building projects done at that point. Oh, well, speaking of, let's get another builder in. This is fine. I'm okay with this. And everyone is housed and we have 6 spare beds without building this next log. Barracks. I would like to put this up though. That would be nice. 5-day drought. Are we good? Are we gonna be good? I don't know. I think we're gonna run out of water actually. Okay, we're gonna pause the breeding pods. Pause all the breeding pods. No more marination allowed. Actually, it's really good that this one's almost done. Because the second the drought ends, we could just restart it. And we'll be fine. I don't like the look of these berries dying in 9 days. I mean, they'll be fine. I just want to collect them now. A little bit nervous with the berries. Where those 2 jobs get pulled? Building. That's fine. Not as fine as I would have hoped, but... We're gonna pause the forester, because they're not gonna plant anyways. And now we just have 1 empty slot, and I believe that is just 1 builder. Yeah, so that's fine. 1 builder just means it'll be going slower. It's not the end of the world. It's not like an essential piece. And now we can also finally harvest those oak trees that we've been sitting on for basically the entire cycle, now that I look at it. Okay, farmers are gonna be done. Yeah, farmers are done. Okay, so now we have 2 extra beavers. You guessed it. Time to turn on the science and get another builder. This is where we do all of our drought projects. Hello, Cosmic. How's it going? Yeah, we're gonna do all of our drought projects now. AKA, we're gonna get all of our building, our chopping, harvesting some stuff that hasn't broken yet. Yeah. It'll be a good little time. Oh, we frozen again. We're not frozen no more. Oh, someone's injured. No, someone's injured. We aren't gonna have medicine production. There is no way. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's worth it. I'll do it. Medical tent. We'll put it right here, actually. Yeah, we'll put it right here. Wait, do you need medicine? Oh, it performs better when there's a healer. Well, if we don't have a healer, it's still, like, an option. Yeah, like, you can still lay down. It's just not going to be as fast. That's fine. Umbra, have I ever told you that you're very soothing to listen to? Appreciated. Thank you, Allie. That's the goal. I think I mentioned this, when was it? It was a while back when I was talking about, like, me thinking about what kind of content I wanted to do. Like, really thinking about it, not just going, oh, let me play something meta, you know? Like, let me try to game the system and play something that everybody would really love to see, and there's not enough streamers for, and, you know, running the stats and everything. At the end of the day, I'm the kind of person who, like, watches YouTube videos, and I watch YouTube videos before I go to sleep kind of thing, you know? So, like, that's, like, I guess you could say it's almost like the Let's Play era kind of videos, but yeah. That's where I'm at. So I really appreciate that compliment, actually. That's something I'm trying to do, is be the kind of person that you could fall asleep to. Or you could do your work to. Are you still injured? How are you still? Oh, you need to get water. Okay. I was like, do not get out of the bed until you are healed, please. This is for your own safety and well-being, actually. Okay, so we're gonna try and get some gears going. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do the big water tank because Umbra forgets how to do the big water tank all the time. This is what happens. This is what happens. Just woke up and it's 1 a.m. Oh my gosh. Good evening, good morning. Not sure which one this counts as. It's that weird time when the world is quiet. Happy quiet world time. Did you do much besides feeling down all the time? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh god, we're at 17 water. Concern. One more day. We might have some dehydration. But I hope things look up for you, Scene Cosmic. This is all we can hope for here. It's like, I'd sleep to your videos. Lol, I've been listening while building this bed. Yo, how's the bed going? Are the instructions helpful or not? This is the real question that I feel like manufacturers need to address more often. Are the instructions provided with DIY kits actually useful? Or are they kind of just there because they have to provide instructions? Like, no. Are they genuinely good? This is the real question. We have one extra beaver. What I could do is I could get someone to harvest. I could get someone to harvest them, but like, what are they gonna do? Okay, the drought's gonna end, so we're actually gonna reallocate our staff right now. Yeah, we're gonna reallocate now. But I appreciate it. I mean, I still have to get into the full-length video edit stuff. That's gonna take a little bit of time as well. Into more of like a Let's Play style. But I have actually been doing my streams with that in mind. Like, between Timberborn and RimWorld especially, I've been looking at... Like, when I do my streams, I'm consciously thinking about, you know, here's where we're going to do breaking points so that I know later going back where those, like, key moments are. But also, like, setting it up initially so that it can be made into a video. So, like, the Timberborn Wellbeing series can actually... The first series can actually now be parsed down into a video. This is the goal. It's really just having time to edit everything down alongside all the other things I'm doing, like IRL and content-wise. That's the scary part, is you can't do it all yourself, much as you try. Okay, so now we're going to turn these on because water is at a premium and no one has actually dehydrated yet. We are rapidly dropping towards dehydration, but I think we'll be okay. I may have to pause one or more of these gear-related things. Planks, etc. Hope this feeling will go away soon. I hope so as well for you too, Cosmic. Take a rest, take a think. Do a little reflect, hopefully. Or if you need to, distract yourself, get your mind off things for a little bit. Just give yourself that little mental break you need sometimes. Take care. That's all I ask. All I can ever ask. Okay, so we're gonna actually turn these back on. This will be interesting because we're at 14 beavers. Maybe what I'll do is I'll actually just pause the back two because 2 pods should give us about equal distribution, like in terms of replacement. So it should be okay. The directions have been mildly helpful, but really just me being able to puzzle it out is more useful. Smort. Smort bean. Confirmed. Doesn't even need the instructions. Confirmed Smort bean. Okay. Wait, how come we're only at 171 science? No one working it? Oh, it's just hella slow. Okay, well... that's expensive. Once this is built, though... Wait! It needs power? Oh, I've been scammed. Oh, I've been scammed. I've been had. Bamboozled, even. Oh my god, wait. Okay, wait. Oh my god, I've been scammed. We've been had, chat. We've been had! That's not good. Okay, Okay, well, at least we get refunded. At least we get refunded. This is fine. At least we are getting refunded. But dang, I didn't... Yet another case of read the instructions before you start building. That I didn't do. Haha, okay. Always read the instructions. We're literally just talking about building things with instructions right now, and I didn't read the dang instructions. We'll be back. Gonna bring something to drink. Okay, enjoy your drink. I guess, again, this is another, like, hangover from not being on Twitch. Is like, there is no hydrate. Reminder to hydrate yourselves. Umbra, you've met me. I'm, like, slightly smarter than your average insect primordial fox monster. X to doubt, that is actually incorrect. X to doubt, you are not. You are more. I mean, if you were just slightly smarter than your average insect primordial fox monster, then you would not be the wasp witch. It doesn't work that way. How do you do witchy things with low int? Don't you need like high int to do magic? So just by default, your int has to be higher. Just entirely based on backstory alone. Not even entirely discounting the amazing bean behind Allie. Okay, so now we're just sitting here. Why are we just sitting here? Oh, we're waiting for them to grow. Well, let's not do that. Okay, so we actually are going to need to grow the population. How much beds do we have left? 8? Okay, we're going to grow it. We're going to grow it. As much as it pains me, we're going to have to grow it again. I just need to find that happy spot where it's, like, evened out, but also sustainable on the land plot we have. Meh, depends on the magic. I mean, yeah, aren't there like charisma magic versus like int magic? Isn't that a thing? I could use my natural charisma. This is true. But Allie Bean is awesome. Agreed. 110% agreed. I am frozen again. I don't know why it's like this today. Do I just go back to the wiggly? Do we just wiggle? You know what? I think we're just gonna wiggle. We're gonna wiggle to win today. Instead of spin to win, we're gonna wiggle to win. Okay. Now, are we wiggling? We are wiggling. We are tiny, but we are wiggling. We are wiggling. Oh god, now we're large wiggling. Okay, now we are small wiggling again. We are medium wiggling. I don't know why my tracking keeps falling apart today. I mean, okay, so you could use charisma to cast, but I'm 110% certain you also use int to cast. This I believe. Plus, you'd need to learn the spells regardless. And I mean, like, yes, you could be born knowing them or whatever, but to get better, you'd need int. So X to doubt still. Nice try. Oh my god, that's a lot of builders. I would like to have more water storage at the end of the day. That would be nice. Maybe I could even move the water pumping here since I'm gonna have the platforms to do it. Maybe what we do is we just kind of capitalize on our previous work. We just kind of, you know, we're a little efficient around here, just a little bit. And then we put out some, like... And then 1, 2, 1, 2, and then this one will be a pathway to go in between them. Like that. And then what we're gonna do is put some water pumps, like so. And we're actually just gonna pause this so that I can build in peace. So we need a space, and then we need 2 across here, and then we need to actually have a pathway for them. So if we go like so, this is still in range somehow. The wonders of Timberborn is that these actually fit perfectly against each other. And that'll be more than enough water pumps. We aren't going to need more than that. And then what I can do is I can even, like, put water storage on top of this, is what I'm thinking. I believe they need 3, but I'm going to check once we get them. Buff Umbra uses buff spells, so, like, I use a strength stat. I am back, took a bottle of water. Enjoy your water. You love fresh water. In reality, it's just raw strength. Yeah, it's just a strength stat. This tracks. I agree with this. This tracks. How full are we on logs? Not even close. I don't even think we need the second floor yet. Maybe what I'll do is I'll unpause just this one so that we can get access to it, so it'll stop dinging me for it. Unconnected building! Unconnected building! It's like, yes, I'm aware there's an unconnected building. Thank you, no worries. Nuh-uh, it's muscle magic. So wait, what stat do we use if it's muscle magic? Is that like int? Is that... Okay, muscle magic implies that it's magic, but also like it's muscles. So is it a combination? Do you kind of roll with both and then you choose your like... You choose your favorite number? Muscle wizard cast fist. Then it gives me the idea, it's kind of like magic hand in a way, isn't it then? Like those, what do they call those, like, in Smash Bros, those like mysterious gloved hands that are on the stage? Basically like that. So what I'm gonna do, once the water's moved out here and it's all big storages, we're actually gonna torch all of these and get a little bit more farmland. How are we doing on this, by the way? Haha, no planks, that checks. How are we doing on the builders? Okay, so 2 of the missing jobs are builders. What's the last one? Oh, geez. Oh, geez, we have no logs. Okay, well, we're taking another one of the builders. Oh, we're gonna pause this. That's the missing job. It's a power wheel that we're not using. Okay, so once we have enough gears for here, I'm gonna go another 10 and probably stop it. We're getting full on logs. Surprisingly. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pause this. That gives us 2 builders, and the other 2 empty slots are builders, so we're actually doing fine. Barely! We're barely managing, I'm surprised. Strength is beyond maxed, honestly. The frequency of the Peck Flex determines which spell it is. Only magic that it does not need is verbal, material, or... Oh, it's the only magic that does not need verbal, material, or somatic components. See, this makes sense to me because, well, yeah, okay, so you don't need to shout. I mean, you could make some spells where you'd have to shout well, you know, like throwing a punch or something for like more, for it to actually be, say like a flaming punch, you'd have to shout like fire punch or something while you're punching, and then it would like imbue your fist with like magic flames. I feel like you could have verbal components. Material, maybe. I mean, you could put something on like your fist or like your boot and then kick them with it. Or is that just equipping a material? I don't know if that's a material component or just a piece of equipment at that point. And then somatic components are when you like wave your hands, right? Isn't it just by default somatic because you have to wave your hands, essentially? You have to make gestures, and your gesture is just kicking someone in the face? Strength plus endurance plus athletics plus acrobatics. Oh, proficiency. So strength and endurance plus athletics proficiency and acrobatics proficiency. An interesting type of fighter where you're running It's like a very nimble, but very strong. I like that. I like the inclusion of acrobatics specifically. Gives you a little bit more nimble, fleet footwork types things. And then you also get, you know, your good old strength. Just the raw power that comes from that. We're doing fine on logs. I think toggling the jobs, like microing the jobs, is helping a lot. I don't normally micro this hard early. How are we doing? 12 out of 20 and we have no planks. Okay, maybe when we get to 20 I'll pause it. I would like to get another water tower though, because... How are we doing on storage actually? How much does it cost? 120! Heck yeah! Okay, we can buy it. So there's actually a really cool thing that you can do with these where... And then you basically, you just run the thing around it. So you get an ungodly amount of storage. You're actually supposed to do it with the large tank, but essentially you run a square and it's super efficient. But we're not actually going to be doing that. We're going to just do it the regular way, where you just slap them in a row. 3 massive heckin' tanks is a really good start. I'm not going to worry about putting another row in yet, because I'm going to actually put them over here. 3 massive heckin' tanks, 6 pumps to fill those 3 tanks. I think we should be okay. It's just a matter of getting there. Okay, so this one is going to be cassavas, soybeans. 2 soybeans. Okay, so this one will be fermented soybeans. Oh, wait, that's fermented cassavas. Hold. Fermented soybeans. We're good. Muscle magic has only recently been separated from an adjacent VTuber specific magic called booba physics. I like how booba physics is considered a type of magic. Does it have verbal, somatic, or material components to it? I have a window slightly opened and you can hear the tree leaves rattling because of the wind. It kind of feels peaceful to be alone here and only hearing that sound. There's something to be said about just hearing the sounds of nature just going around you that is peaceful. So I'm glad you have that. Like, I'm glad you're able to, you know, relax like that. Also with fall coming, like autumn coming, at least where I live, the leaves are gonna be changing color. It's super pretty around here. The way that I go to school, I actually go through a park. Or, well, I have the option to go another way, or I can go through the park. And during the autumn, fall time, I always go through the park because the leaves are so pretty. And like, there's something to be said about crunching through them too. That's satisfying, especially after a long day. It's like, you're a little bit frustrated, kick some leaves. Don't hurt nobody, but it also makes a satisfying sound. I see it as a win. All I see is winning. Umbra, darling, I sent you my bad. Oh my gosh, wait, out of context, that sounds so bad. It's so cute! What the heck? How come it's adorable? I love the plush toys along the back and the coloration, the matching like bottom sheet, and also like the comforter. Oh, beautiful. You did a great job. That was fast. How did you build this bed in like an hour? Jeez. But yeah, walking through that park is amazing. There's also like always people in that park. If you go at the right times, there's this one guy who always plays the ukulele. I just refer to him as the ukulele man. Some of my friends that I have on like Snapchat and stuff just have seen videos of ukulele man or pictures of ukulele man. Always happy dude. Never has one of those like busking like tip hats out. He doesn't take tips. He just plays ukulele because he likes it. And you know, I respect that. Not everyone knows Allie doesn't flirt, but I mean, out of context, it sounds really flirtatious. You know what? Your bed is freaking adorable. I love the backboard too, like the headboard with the, what do you call it when they like do the little rivet things? Like the little curtain, why did I say curtain? The little like cushion things where they push the buttons in to make it textury. Yeah, that. It looks so fancy. Logically, I knew the context. Instinctually, my brain did not care. Instinctually, your brain was like, you know what? I'm here for this. I am more than happy to be here for this. 250 science points for a double floodgate. We're not going to have dams for a while, are we? What we're going to do is... These are hella expensive, but we're going to start with this. Just because I can't, like, not have a dam. The droughts are getting longer and longer. So, we have to be really careful. What's happening? Is someone injured? Wait, why is there no food? Idiot! I forgot to turn... Oh, no. I did a dumb. It's literally not even a drought, and I forgot to turn on the food. I forgot to turn on the food. Oh, no. Upholstered. There we go. Upholstery. That's the term. And now there's going to be a drought, and I have no food. Oh, my God. Ah! Ah! Just screaming. Ran out of berries because we ate them all. Lovely. Upholstery. It's upholstered. Did you have to, I bet you, did it just come straight up upholstered like that, or did you have to do that too? It looks so fancy. Upholstered furniture looks so fancy to me. Okay, at least we have a ton of logs. We can at least get this in, hopefully. We have 2.5 days. We got this. Go, 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 go. There is no stopping. Oh, the breeding pods can get turned back on. People can eat berries. Okay, everyone is planting. Everyone is planting. I do not care. We are barely going to get a harvest out if we're lucky. I love nature parks. There are a lot of them here. I mean, my city is considered the greenest city in the country. You know what? That's the best part, when your city is like really green. It does a lot for the mental. My neighborhood has lots of trees, bushes, and some forest. Straight up forest, that's impressive. So I guess the forest that you send pictures of in Discord is like not too far from where you are. It's so beautiful, yeah. There's something to be said about being able to like just spend time near trees, with trees, looking at flowers. You know, nature is a nice thing. Okay, so we're okay on water. The only issue is that we only have like 170 water because I'm in the middle of making a water project actively. So, how are we doing on builders? 3, not bad. Our one missing slot is a builder. It is what it is. I would like to get some more logs going. That might actually be more of a drought project though. How are we out of food again? Oh my god, we need 3 days for food. People are going to starve if we don't get these berries. Excuse me. Okay, what we're also going to do is we're going to pause the breeders. We're going to pause the breeders. We're currently at 15 beavers exactly. Unfortunately, I will be pausing them because we don't have food. We don't have the water coming up as well with the drought and the lack of storage. No, it came like that? Wait, that makes it even easier. The frame is also upholstered. Holy, you got a fancy bed. Heckin' Prince bed, I love it. I adore it. I'm getting a black bed sheet too, so it could be black. Oh, black pink is like such a classic colors combo. It's very classy too. Oh, please, please, please. No, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. We're gonna be missing 1 block. We're literally gonna miss 1 block. That is so frustrating. Oh, we only have 2 builders. Nope, nope, it's drought. It's drought season. It's drought. And we're down a water tank too. Oh, dear Lord, please don't be a long drought. Please don't be a long drought. Hello, Tama. How you doing? How's it going? Hello, hello. The pictures of the forest that I send you is nearby where I live. Always love to go there in the morning or in the evening. Yeah, getting like fresh air in the forest. Plus the lighting is super pretty where you are. Well, there goes our water. Alright, everybody go harvest those. That's all the food we're getting. Oh, this is so concerning. I think we're gonna have a hunger problem. This is why we need the frickin' this thing to be ready. 17 out of 20 gears. 18, 19. We need 1 more plank to go in here. Okay. It's a 5-day drought. I don't think we'll make it. I'm gonna be real, I don't think we'll make it. Ignore the soundboard sounds I added to my Discord. Oh? Concern? Soundboards can be hilarious. I am certain they're great. I will have to check them out now. Now that you pointed them out, I have to check them out. You can't just point them out and expect me to ignore them. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so we're gonna pause the forester. We now have 1 beaver without a job. Well, I mean, the forester's gonna do nothing anyways. Like, the forester can't do nothing. 15 adult beavers, no children. That is concerning. Well, you know what? At least we got the dam in. Yay! I don't know how to feel about that yet. Gonna be real here. This was not my first choice either, to have this dam here. I was hoping to just do a double floodgate, but I was hoping to make this in time, and now it's concerning. They're mostly memes. See, this is perfect. Memes are the best kind of soundboard. What is this interesting game? This game is Timberborn. It is a beaver colony sim, where you try to survive the droughts, as we are currently doing right now. I think as well, in terms of time tonight, we're going to do this drought. We're going to do a little bit of a recovery, so the next game, we're not stressed out of our minds, and then I think that'll be it for stream, just as a heads up. But yeah, Timberborn. I love that too, but I also love how the sky looks. Yeah, no. Being able to see the open sky is a treat, for sure. I enjoy being here for stream. Appreciate it. I'm glad. This is what I hope for when I go live. When I hit that go live button on well, it's not technically a go live button on OBS for me, but it's a start streaming, manage broadcast and start streaming. Well, I manage the broadcast before I start streaming, but you know, technical details we don't need to worry about. There's 2 days left of drought and we are down to, oh god, we're not gonna have enough water. We have people who are hungry. We have beavers that are running out of water. Okay, well, these breeders are gonna have to go back on. How close are we? Oh, that one's close. This one's also close. Okay, so we got 2 beavers that are close. Umbra, did I show you my birthday desk? You did not show me your birthday desk. Please send pictures. Okay, so so now we're gonna start the gargantuan task of assembling the water station, as it will be referred to. I should put another medical tent. I mean, this is not too popular, which is good. I don't want it to be popular. That's a concerning thing, to have it be popular. Okay. So, currently we are okay. We still have a day and a half. We're almost done work for today, so that'll be good. They'll just grab some water. I think we might barely make it as long as these water pumps turn on like ASAP. The second they're on, we're good. Okay, this fermenter needs to get built, like, now. Any tips for me to come back, like, to content creation? I mean, I would think long and hard again about what kind of content you want to make, if that makes sense. Like, what I mean by that is, like, what kind of content do you like and what kind of content do you want to participate in? You know, like, do you like a certain type of game? Do you want to do mostly Zatsudan, like just chatting? Do you want to do music content? Do you want to do a lot of collab work? Like, there's a lot of different questions that need to be asked. And since you are, like, rebooting, you basically have a free shot at rebooting without having to do, like, you know, okay, community, we're going to pivot 180, like what I've done a couple times. I would say take this time to really think, reflect, and set up everything. Make sure you run test streams, you run your software again, you know. Brushing off the dust, shaking off the dust sometimes takes a bit. Don't rush it. That's the biggest thing I would say. Ignore the clothes and dinner stuff. I will. Don't worry. But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is just make sure you have the time, so use it. You know, if that makes sense. Like, you have the time to really refine exactly what you want to do. And if it's different than what you did before, that's fine because you're coming back. Like, it's much easier to pivot when there's less expectation in terms of you doing the same thing than it is when you're in the middle of, like, growing in a certain category and you're like, okay, we're gonna 180, guys, like I did with Monster Hunter. I just do wrestling streams and then cozy BS when I feel like it. Exactly. It's like doing stuff that you enjoy, because you're gonna put hours and hours into it. You want to enjoy what you're doing at the end of the day. Either way, you want to enjoy, and there will always be people out there who enjoy every type of content. There's content for everyone. So, okay, so now we got our planters going. We should be okay. I like to look at the clouds sometimes. They are really fascinating to me. One day I got curious and wanted to learn about them, and I did. I wrote 4 pages just about clouds in my notebook. Your notebook is probably so full. Every time you mention your notebook, I just wonder if there's a stack of notebooks or if it's just one notebook. You know, like, is it... I'm so curious. How do you organize your thoughts? I mean, that's literally what I'm doing, like, lining up to do a career in, is how do people organize their records? How do people organize their documents? So to me, the content is interesting, but also the thought process behind that content, if that makes sense. Like, how do you get to where you get? How do you get the answer to the question? Okay, so we're doing food. Unfortunately, one has passed of hunger already. I'm going to wait until we've stabilized our food, and then I'm going to end. But we'll see how many we lose to hunger. Unfortunately, on the end of cycle 5, or cycle 4. The new cycle starts when the drought has ended. That's how it works in this game. Look at my desk, Hummer. I'm impatient. Desk review. Your whole room is, like, themed. How? How did you do this? It's so, like, neat. As in, like, it's a very, like, simple desk, which is almost better. Like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna see something that was super ornate or like fancy looking like your bed, but it's very like simple, which is nice because it offsets, you know, the fanciness of the bed. Oh no! No! B has passed out due to hunger. Oh god, we're losing so many due to hunger. We have 3 beavers left. Oh god, we're in panic mode. 3 beavers. Okay, pause that. This has to be worked. This is gonna go down to 1. Actually, no, this is gonna go back on, and this is going to be paused. We now have 1 unemployed beaver. Where are we putting the unemployed beaver right now? 2. Okay, we're gonna go here. Wait, what? This is paused? This should be playing. Okay, let's go. We need to get water, we need to get food. How close are the berries? The berries are not close at all. How close are these? 50%. Okay, if we can keep at least 2 beavers... Oh, nope, colony's done. There goes the colony. Oh, first day and I lost the colony. This is why I wanted to stabilize it before I ended, because I was worried this was gonna happen. Iron teeth. Classic iron teeth. Oh, and I even had, like, beds in the lodge. Yeah, we have no beavers. Do I need to run this series on Folktale for it to be possible? Like, I'm just not experienced enough to run. Every time I've run an Iron Teeth faction, I've lost on the first stream. So, rip. This is probably the furthest I've gotten on Iron Teeth, which says something that's concerning. Oh god. Okay, well, RIP faction. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess that's the end of the first episode of the park series. We're gonna have to do this a second time, just simply because I apparently do not know how to run a faction that will not just shrivel up. This is a problem that I was not anticipating. The faction has shriveled up and passed away due to mismanagement of resources once again. Concern. Okay. Well. Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, are we frozen again? Okay, we're not frozen. Oh my god. I write on 2 notebooks. One is for learning and one is for my thoughts, feelings, and curiosity. Interesting. So one is like a factual based notebook, like a research almost, and the other one is for like the creative outlet. I like that organization system. It makes a lot of sense and it's very intuitive. That's the same thing said twice, but you know, brain cells. I apparently lost my brain cells with that colony as well. Oh, rip me. Can't wait to get a dresser. It's gonna be pink and white, also a mix, but also makes it functional and stylish. I mean, looking at what you already have so far, as long as you get the same shades, already very much a mix of functional and stylish. Love to see it. Super classy. You are good at coordinating rooms. Please decorate rooms for me. The Sims experience is showing up. I'm the kind of person to think the door is locked only to realize my foot is blocking it. Yo, what a mood. Then you realize that the door is open, and then you open that door and you keep going. And that's the real cool part, I believe. I believe in you opening that door, Tama. Correct! Heck yeah! Let's go! Umbra plushies. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of plushies on the shelf of people that are plushies. People that have volunteered to be tributes to the recording studio shelf. Don't worry about the acoustics, it's fine. And we also have little desk guardians that you can make on the Discord. In the Guardians Hall. Heck yeah. Discord link is in the pinned comment. I will add you to the rotation. Every time I actually remember to update the rotation. Which reminds me, I have to update the rotation. There's so many things that go on behind the scenes in streaming that it's hard to keep track of them sometimes, even with like copious amounts of lists. And we're talking like hella lists. Like a lot of heckin' lists. But yeah. There are plushies. If you want to be a plushie on the desk, please. You have a marshmallow one? I have you on the Polaroids on top, but yeah, send me the plushie. I'll try to slot it on my shelf. I will try. Let me know. Maybe I can share a few pages if you want to see it. Go for it. Is it in English? If it's not in English, just know that I will have to translate it, so it may not be exactly what you said, or exactly what you meant, unfortunately, due to the issues with translation software. Perfect translations don't exist all the time anyways, but just as a heads up, I will only be able to read it in English. Or possibly Spanish. Those are your two options. If not, I'll just be using a translation software, so it is what it is. But if you want to translate it, feel free. If you are really set on getting the meaning across. What's the difference between email and DMs? Email is just straight up emailing me. There's a business contact email on my YouTube account and also in the description to the video for inquiries and stuff like that. DMs is just Discord specifically. In your opinion, email is more professional. If you're looking to do a collab, I would prefer if people emailed me, or sponsorships and stuff have to go through emails. Business, anything businessy really is emails. DMs is more like casual and informal. I may not accept DM requests. This is a thing. This is why I have friends only on, because that really depends on my own workload, my own time, and how things look like that. So email is definitely better for business type things. You do? I'm so blind. You're right up there. You're right beside Astera. You're between Astera and Tay on top of the screen. Y'all are on TV, and there's some Polaroids over the TV. This is how it works in this studio. You are already in here. Don't worry. I already thought about this. Come on. I got you. I also have a fish in a tank. It's fine. And there's a spot for the YouTube award. When we get the YouTube award. Not if, but when. There is a spot already. I have preemptively thought about these things. I should really have... Is that too egotistical to preemptively think about putting a YouTube play button there? You know, we set goals. I just see it as we set goals. I always write in English. Okay, then I can read it in English. Go for it. Send some pictures. Or if you have the ability to scan it, that's also an option. High-res scans are also very easy to read, people. Send you 2 words to have of me. Okay, I will take a look after. Email for collabs. Yes. As it says in the description, do not discuss collabs in the live chat, please. Just an email, or if you really, really have to and you don't want to email me, you can also Twitter DM me. No guarantees I'll check that because Twitter DMs is funky lately, and also it filters a lot of things out. I don't check the filtered section much. It's often not great to check the filtered section. It's a little bit of a minefield there. Love Umbra so much, so consider. I got you! I got you. See, I got you. When I thought about this, I thought about this. I thought quite hard when I was actually planning debut. And definitely did not spend multiple hours on this screen. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Even though I spend more hours on the content, I spent a lot of hours on the setup. But that's just every streamer, I feel. It's a natural part of it. What's your Face ID thing? Wait, I don't have... Wait, Face ID? Wait, what? Oh, Face ID? Wait, why are we doing Face ID? Why do you need my Face ID? Hold on, concern. Why is there Face ID being... Oh, please do not scan my face. Please don't scan my face, not like this. Do you mean XDMs is not Twitter anymore? Yes. Twitter, X. Most people still refer to it as Twitter, even like among like my coworkers and stuff who have it. They're all like, yeah, I just call it Twitter. I know it's technically X, and technically you should use the logo and all this, but in terms of clarity's sake, I'm still finding it easier to just refer to it as Twitter. I mean, I'm even in the habit. The thing for the avatar? Face ID. Oh, you're thinking about face tracking stuff. So you're thinking about iFacial mocap, right? Or you're thinking of like VTube Studio and stuff like that, like tracking software? I use VC Face because I'm a 3D model. I am proudly a 3D VTuber. It's Twitter. It's Twitter, and I will take no objections. I always say Twitter/X on a like official post on like Discord and stuff like that and community tab. But let's be real, I include Twitter. Also, when you look at like the game cap, if we go back to the game cap, you can see that I use the bird. It is the bird, not the X, because the X feels too ambiguous and I feel like it looks like I'm on an adult site and I'm not. So it's a little confusing and I prefer to use the bird. It's also just more universally remembered as such. Yeah, so I use VC Face. There's also a couple other ones. If any of y'all in chat are looking to get into VTubing at any point, just let me know. I am more than happy to help. I've helped a couple people get into it. Sorry, you've been dragged into the rabbit hole and you will not leave. You will not leave with your sanity. Those of you who have been dragged in know who you are, and you will remain here with me. Welcome to the VTuber side. We have cookies. They are virtual, but we do have them. There's really bad artwork in some pages and I'm shy to share it. Don't worry about it. If you want to share it, go for it. I would love to see some art. Heck yeah, we love to see art. But if you don't want to share it, you don't feel comfortable, feel free to like cover it with another sheet of paper or like a sticky note or something. Just draw a smiley face or whatever on it. Never feel like you have to share the whole thing. Ever. I'm mostly PNG now, though I have my live 2D and VC face because I have such wonderful model makers. Hell yeah, we love the artists in this community. There's so many. My tracking is going jittery because it's hecking dark here. I love V cookies. Yeah, welcome to the dark side. We have V cookies. Al, you have options. All I'm hearing is options. I'm looking at getting into options as well. I mean, we'll see. I'm working currently with someone on possibly a 2D model. You never know. You never know. I mean, I do have the chibi one, but I haven't whipped that out in a hot minute. And I have obviously PNG/GIF and this. Our good old 3D. Will do, thanks. Of course. It's you, Umber. You're my 3D model maker. It's me. Oh my god, it's me. I'm so glad you love your 3D model, though. I'm just happy because I was like, it's a little bit different. It's very different than anything I've ever done. So you're very much like an experimental child. Sorry, not sorry. Fermented child. You were very much an experimental one. But I am grateful that you let me learn on your model. You let me screw around and make mistakes. And when I get to the point where I can upgrade, I will definitely be upgrading you. And also everyone else I've made. If they're still active as VTubers, I will offer them upgrades. That's how I do it for people I've made models for. If I learn a new thing that'll work really well for you, like if I learn how to do tail attachments properly, once my Unity actually works, I will upgrade you. I'll just be like, hey, you still using your model? If so, let me offer you an upgrade. It'll take me about a week or something like that. There's one page where I drew a map of Venice. It's not finished yet. Heck yeah, a whole map? Impressive. Let's go. Map art? Cartography? Hello? I'm excited. Anyways, I think this will be it for stream tonight. Thank you all for joining. Apologies again for the fragmented schedule this past week. It is the end of summer, so stuff came up, and we are again going to have stuff come up next week. I can already guarantee you that the stream will not be on Saturday. Or it will not be on Sunday, it will be on Saturday instead. So keep your eyes freshly peeled. I'm going to have to update that schedule because Saturday is actually supposed to be on here. Oh my god. I'm going to send updated schedules as soon as I can. But otherwise, we will be back here again on the good old Red streaming site for Handcam Diorama. Again, on Thursday, we will touch some more grass. We'll touch some autumn grass. Very seasonal indeed. And then on Saturday, I will bring RimWorld back. Just due to work and stuff like that, I had to cover a couple of shifts, whatever, you know. You help your coworkers out, they help you out, kind of thing. So we'll be back on Saturday instead of Sunday, and then new schedule will drop as well, and hopefully some little previews of song stuff will keep dropping in the Discord. So if you want to see those, hop in there. I'm working on more longer term projects now, so you're seeing less shorts of songs and hopefully more releases as we get closer to the holiday season. Just because I need time to work on them. Your girl's learning too many skills at once. It's a bit of a problem. I'm a little bit addicted to learning new things. This is a problem. It's the same with Liz. She in the end enjoyed making my Anthrofox because it's something different, but it helps you differentiate yourself in the market. Yeah, it's good to have something different design-wise, and it's also good as an artist to just learn more things, you know? Expand your horizons. I mean, yes, getting good at the same thing is also very important, but also having the ability to try out new things, having the opportunity is very much appreciated. I like to do everything myself, so if I want you to do my model, I just want you to teach me through DMs. Yes. Don't worry, I will also get that hair tutorial out fairly soon. I might actually just post that straight up on YouTube. I might do a brief hair tutorial on YouTube. When is the hand cam? The hand cam is on the schedule. It is on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, GMT -4. All my schedules are in Eastern EST because that's local for me. So it's just easier for me to remember them if they're in my local time zone. Oh my god. But I did provide GMT because I know international audiences are a thing, and I like to make it as easy as possible for you guys to convert as well. If GMT is not the best way though, for like those of y'all who are not NA, please let me know if there's a better way. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever is your local time zone. And I will see you when I see you all. Goodbye.